So let's start out with the Beyond the Barometer segment here. The thing that we look for most of all to predict the overall winter outlook for the United States is the presence or absence of El Nino, and that is a warming of the waters of the Pacific Ocean way down around South America. So basically from South America westward into the Central Pacific Ocean. The brighter the reds, the warmer the temperatures are above normal right now. And these are actual temperatures. They're running about 2 degrees Celsius above normal, which is that's a lot. That's what's considered a strong El Nino. These few areas that are in blue have slightly below normal water temperatures in the oceans. But what it means for us is that when you see that El Nino pattern, what happens is the jet stream splits, just like I was showing before. So the southern jet stream, the subtropical jet stream that brings in the moisture, hits California and then goes along the Gulf Coast, brings in moisture from the Gulf of Mexico into the southeastern part of the country. So it locks up a lot of the moisture down there. Meanwhile, the polar jet stream pushes to the north into southern Canada, and for the most part gives us milder and dry conditions, although at times, like we're seeing right now, if that jet stream shifts a little bit back to the west, you get a brief shot of cold air, but it usually doesn't last that long. The good news, at least for the southern part of the United States, they could use the moisture, and you can see the latest U.S. drought monitor, exceptional drought conditions over much of Louisiana and Mississippi. Hopefully that will be alleviated somewhat, because this is the outlook for December, January, and February from the National Weather Service. Above normal precipitation, very high probabilities of that over the southeastern part of the country, but below normal precipitation here. And like I said before, as far as the temperatures are concerned, that usually means mild conditions up here, and above normal temperatures are expected for much of the northern part of the United States. I was just looking at the last strong El Nino we had was in the winter of 2015 and 2016. December was almost 10 degrees above normal. Wow. January was about half a degree above normal, and February I think was about 4 degrees above normal. And our snowfall was down 20 inches compared to normal. Normally those 3 months we get about 32 inches of snow, and we had about 18. So
it doesn't mean it's not going to snow.
It doesn't mean it's not going to snow. It doesn't, and you know, the precipitation is very hard to predict, because you get one big snowstorm, 15 inches. That that's a fair amount of it, just because you had one big storm. But the rest of the winter might be pretty dry. So this is kind of an outlook. You look back in April and you say, oh yeah, it was milder, and we didn't have as much snow. But it's not much. It's not like you're going to not by a snowblower this year or not by winter clothes, because it'll still get cold at times. It's just it won't be as long and probably not as intense bursts of cold, and same thing with snow.
Like today.
Like, oh, come on, this is we're still in November, Mark. You got a ways to go.
It's 25 degrees. That's
Mark's a big fan of El Nino.
He's still covering up his tomatoes, thinking he can keep them going into January.
Another couple of weeks. Get out of.
Okay.
Thanks, Gary.
Thank you, Gary.